He lent me the Kobe jacket that he wore when he won the championship, something I'll never forget. What was your favorite moment?
My favorite? Going to France, talking to Toto's gang. He was awesome, and it was so cool to see 2K fans from all across the world. Spot up 3. To celebrate the Season 10 finale and to take us into summer, we're throwing a rap party.
A rap party inviting some of our NBA 2K community guests back onto the show.
Some will be sharing their NBA 2K24 highlights.
And some will be jumping on the sticks for a friendly, competitive game with Team 2K TV.
And throughout, we will be giving you plenty of opportunities to earn some VC with some 2K TV Interactive. So sit back, get ready to learn, earn, and have some fun.
Here we go.
We are tipping off the 2K TV virtual rap party in the theater today. We are going 3v3, and we've got some members of the community joining us here today. So let's introduce our members right now. We've got Dat Girl Megan and King Jordan. Welcome to the show. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. It's good seeing you, Alexis and LD, and having Danny the GOAT on my team. And Meg, oh, this is going to be an exciting show today. I'm ready.
How we feeling, Megan?
I'm doing good. I'm excited to be here. Happy to be here again. Ready to get some dubs to my teammates.
And the third member of the team today in the 3v3 is Danny, who got benched last game.
Yeah, honestly, you might accuse me of sandbagging that game to get benched for this moment to pick up a win to kick off the show. It might have all been in here. Who knows?
Now listen, I've seen Megan play. I've played up against her and her team. I've played with Jordan, and I've
Up next, the Pacers taking on the Cavaliers. For Indiana, a 1-2 record to begin the season. They want to get back to 500. Cavs, Pacers, coming up next. Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. And now Indiana's starting group. Green out there with Halliburton. Then it's Pascal Siakam. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Cleveland, Garland runs point with Mitchell at the 2. Then it's Max Strus. And it's Hughes in at the 4 spot. And these teams both pretty rugged on the boards, Clark. Could be some heavy lifting tonight.
I agree. I mean, you see a lot of teams these days go small in the front court. This is one category that I think favors those big bodies who can carve out the space and do damage in the paint. Let's lock into that tonight.
And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. Mitchell against Green. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound, and it's Lopez with the jam.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
Mitchell with the ball, picked up by DeRozan. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Here's Green, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
When you even sense a break, always a good idea to get it to your man up court.
One thing about Jalen Green, his path to the NBA was through the G League, Clark.
And, you know, I think we'll see more and more players take that path, those who don't want to go to college. It's a really good way to enter into NBA level experience early on. You want to get your feet wet before diving into the big time. That's a good way to do it.
Throw no good for Green.
Looking for a one-word descriptor for Jalen Green. The best one I come up with is exciting. The way he runs the floor and gives every play his all. This guy is just fun to watch.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Here's Siakam. Misses off the left iron. Hughes, the pass to Porter. Down low. And there's Mitchell on the assist by Porter. Mitchell's got his second bucket on the night.
He's such a strong guy. Donovan Mitchell plays bigger than his listed 6'1" height.
DeRozan with the ball. Pass to Siakam. And here's DeRozan. Back to Lopez. And there's the lob. Very pretty alley-oop.
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Ooh, scary thought.
Porter, the pass to Strus. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Porter. Rebounded by Lopez.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Did you see his elevation? Unbelievable.
Man, he's a powerhouse, isn't he?
And he's actually a human highlight reel. Seems like highlights were invented for him.
Halliburton against Garland. Halliburton pass to Green. Siakam looking it over. Gets a very good look and converts.
Yeah, and Siakam is the total offensive package. A big man with post moves and a reliable jumper.
Garland, the pass to Hughes. Outside Porter. Pass to Garland. Back to Porter. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Here's Lopez. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cavaliers. Trailing by 2. And this matchup with the Pacers, their first meeting of the season.
And this squad bumped them out of the playoffs in the first round last year. That hurts a little bit.
We know that's in the past. You can't change that for sure. Nevertheless, a win would be sweet.
And that was good.
Check out the body control from DeRozan there, guys. I mean, clearly there's contact, but
Timeout.
it's almost impossible to affect his shot.
Cleveland calls timeout. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
And they got to the line at a good clip. Couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that.
And a moment to check out the 2K leaderboard. Here were the best rebounders last season. Number 1, Donovan Mitchell.
And this is someone who loves being aggressive on the glass. He proved it last season with how dominant he was collecting rebounds.
The ball's knocked loose. Lopez with the steal. To the paint. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Outside corner. Left side Garland. Rejected by Siakam. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Mitchell. Here's DeRozan. Strus with a defensive effort.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Hughes, no good.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by DeRozan. Lopez has got 8.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
And talk about a team that's known for being unselfish. The Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, you know, B.A., it's part of their core philosophy. Keep the ball moving, keep everyone involved and engaged.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly.
The shirt looking good out there.
Here we go.
Right off the bat. All right.
Ooh.
Oh, there we go. Right back.
One more.
Great passing. Love it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Beautiful
Great
pass.
setup. There we go.
I already knew.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And now the opening lineup for Boston. The forwards for them, Tatum and Porzingis. Holiday out there with Brown, and it's Robinson in at the 5. And for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic, and it's Harrington in at the 1. So many teams, Greg, look to run these days. It's refreshing, isn't it, to see a battle between half-court offenses?
And to excel at that. You have to be extremely tactical, minimize turnovers, and execution is key. Here we go.
So the Nuggets win the tip. Outside, George. And there's the pass to Jokic. Robinson with the block. And he's able to get it back. Knocked away. Stolen by Holiday. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Tatum's got it. Offensive play.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of this one.
Jason Tatum. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And you hear it often, Brent, these Nuggets are a complete team.
Well, you have a historic superstar in Jokic and this incredibly deep and talented supporting cast. Got a great experienced coaching staff. This team has everything you need to win at the highest level, and they're proving they can do that. Well, a big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
From 12 feet out, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And looking at Tatum's game, he really doesn't have a weakness. He can give it to you in a variety of ways.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. first one falls for him. And so Tatum nails them both. The Nuggets on offense. 4-point game. George passes to Brown. Back to George. And the layup's good off the glass.
It was pretty even keel, does Paul George. Never too high or too low. And even with the defense on him, task at hand, score, and he did.
Holiday, the pass to Tatum. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Tatum's got 7 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And Jokic gets it to go.
Jokic answering with authority, just letting him know that he can do that too.
Jokic with the steal. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Now, here's Robinson.
How about that? The big man, Mitchell Robinson, able to find a teammate.
George with the ball. Pass to Jokic. There's the three. Another three for Denver. Here's Holiday. Here in the first. Just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Tatum on the wing. And he lays it straight in. And it's 9 points for Jason Tatum.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding of how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Ask any player who's the best perimeter defender, they'll all say Drew Holiday.
Drew is elite on that end of the floor. He can force turnovers, disrupt and just damage plays and challenge all the shots. You think you've lost him, and he's right there with you.
The 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. Number 1, the Celtics. The Nuggets third.
And it's no secret that both of these teams rely heavily on the three-point shot. That was the case last year. Look at those numbers.
Here's Magic. Porzingis with the ball.
And shooters must beware. Porzingis is down there lurking.
And finished off by Brown.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now, here is George. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Well, height and length at that position for Paul George, that's problematic for a defender. And he used his size to draw the foul that time.
2 shots.
No good on that one.
One thing you marvel at, the consistency of Paul George, year in and year out.
I wonder when Paul George, Greg, goes into the offseason, if it's more tinkering and sharpening all those skills, or if he's trying to add something. Because I don't know how you add anything to how versatile a player he is.
And he's good on the second. When you take a glance at the season and standings, Greg, teams are still kind of feeling things out.
Yeah, it's just so early in the season, Kevin. And That means teams still trying to establish an identity, as well as experimenting and just trying out new rotations.
Here's Najee, and he gets the bucket.
They're setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
Just to Najee. Tatum against George. Passes it to Jokic. Back to George for the three. And Boston with the rebound. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
Robinson with the block.
Hard to score when Robinson's down there being a factor.
Here's Porzingis. Here's Brown, and it's sent back by Jokic. Hooked away. On the pass to Harrington. Porzingis with the block, and they'll get another chance. Shot clock at 6. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. The three from Tatum. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Tatum's got 15 points. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the two games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year.
And how about we check the numbers for Jokic? Robinson with the block. Here's Porzingis, and it's blocked. Jokic against Brown, trying to end the drought, and it's blocked by Brown.
And that's what active hands indeed gets you. Brown got just enough of that.
Holiday gets the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
George passes to Jokic. To the inside. Here's Najee. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Najee's got his second bucket of the game.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Tip of the cap there. I mean, that defense was good. The finish was better.
Now here is Holiday. He has 7. Back to Brown. Driving to the basket. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Known as a shot blocker, but Jokic smart enough to snip that one out and impact the field goal attempt.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Against Jokic. Pass to Brown. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
That's his first personal foul.
The Nuggets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Again, Boston also with the sub. Drummond's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Boston now. They're on a 17-7 run. Robinson passes to Brown. Knocked loose. And it's Robinson with the jam.
A timing play, but it helps to have a leaper like Mitchell Robinson finish it off.
He kicks it to Tatum. Back to Robinson. That one good for 2.
They're scoring both loads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Jamison against Holiday. Inside George. A 3-ball. Knocks down the 3-ball. George has got 6.
Anytime George gets the chance from 3, if he's in a rhythm, knock it down.
Here's Tatum. He's got 15. Outside, George. Astanaji. Here's Brown. Fires for 3. Kept alive. Haji. Some solid defense from Robinson.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And here's George. 6 points for him. Jokic kicks to George. Back to Jokic. Pass to Najee. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Najee's got it back down to within single digits for the Nuggets. Holiday surveying the floor. Now here's Brown. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Tatum on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. He's got 18.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Haji, good. Haji's got 9.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
From deep 3-point land. Kept alive by Boston. The kick out to Tatum. On the wing, Holiday. Second shot opportunity, and Tatum with the basket on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists tonight.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Najee passes to Jamison. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. He passed to Brown. Back to Jokic. Drummond working against George. Tatum looking around. Robinson passes to Brown. It's tipped. Pass to Jamison. Pass to Najee. Jokic with it. Jacks up a three. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Boston Celtics up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And don't go away. We'll be right back. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. That'll be the last game of their very short three-game road trip. On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. The talented wing pair of Brown and Tatum. Andre Drummond is out there with Porzingis. And it's McCloud in at the point. Brown against Schroeder. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And with him on the sideline. Let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jason Tatum said his quiet demeanor may belie his hunger to win for some people. He said, I feel like sometimes I come off so laid back that I don't know if people understand how much I invest into this game, how much I care, how hard I work. I'm not nervous, and they show everything.
You know, his passion, VA, for the game is right there. We appreciate your story. The Nuggets trail by 16. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Schroeder with the ball. High guarded by Porzingis, and that one's good.
Schroeder playing with some tenacity in this one. He is not letting the defense dictate where it is that he's going. He's scoring through contact.
And that one's good. Drummond.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Denver's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And up the court come the Celtics on the break.
Love his selflessness. Tatum willing to give it up whenever he sees an open teammate.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Here's Schroeder, and it's sent back by Drummond.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. It's a surefire way to get back in the net.
Here's McCloud. Kicks to Tatum. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Porzingis. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Porzingis has got his first 2 points of the night.
This is what an offense is supposed to do. You look for a high percentage shot, and Porzingis the beneficiary.
From deep, Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Harrington with it, picked up by Brown. They get it back, and it's sent back by Drummond.
Well, Drummond going after that one. Sometimes shot blockers wait. Other times they attack it. Andre did it that time.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor. Just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did.
checkout stats for Brown. Last season, he played outstanding. How about 30 points per game, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists? And he's also a bit of a stopper defensively. They put him in, and their defense really tightens up.
This is his specialty. He sits on the bench. He gauges what's happening offensively, and he comes in and sticks the opponent's top scorer to freeze him out.
Sanders' shot is good.
Man, that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Passes it to Tatum. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Back to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Jokic, sweet.
Celtics leading by 19 points. When he's not dominating this sport, you know that Jokic spends time with his other love.
You're talking about horse racing, specifically harness racing. Jokic, that is the sport he loves the most. So it's right up there with basketball, amazingly enough.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
I feel like Jokic could play with a baton out there because he's orchestrating.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Shoot two.
And he makes the first. Great. You look at the size of some of these point guards now. Magic Johnson would feel right at home.
Yeah, it's a part of a larger trend with all the switching defensively. If you have just one smaller guy on the floor, he is going to get targeted.
And Jokic drops them both. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Softly drops in the floater. Brown's got 4 points in the quarter.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Here's Montgomery. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And here's Brown outside. It's held in by Jokic. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. The pass to Schroeder. The 11-footer misses off the right eye. Celtics leading by 17. Here's McLeod. Tries again. And the rejection by Sanders. Nuggets have gone 4-10 in the second quarter from the field. Pass to Montgomery. And stolen by Tatum. And a fast break now for the Celtics.
How about the quick hands there by Tatum? Terrific anticipation as he comes up with that steal and able to convert that defense into offense.
Schroeder outside. Dishes it to Sanders. Sanders with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. McGetty's checked in for Boston.
Checking in for the Celtics, McGetty.
Schroeder passes to Jokic. The shot's good, and the assist by Schroeder. Jokic has got 14.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Sanders against McGetty. Here's McLeod. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first
We've seen players criticized for skipping their media obligations after tough losses, Greg. How egregious is that in your opinion?
Well, you know, they say the true test of character is how you respond to when things aren't going your way. So, for me, it's important to be accountable in those tough moments.
And the first one at the line is good. He's off on the second. The Nuggets trail by 18. Harrington, the pass to Jokic. Outside Tatum. Maggette outside. Brown with it. Picked up by Harrington. Pass to McLeod. Fires from deep. Connects from three-point range. McLeod's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Schroeder outside. At the elbow, Jokic. It's Schroeder with the drop. And it's blocked by Brown. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. Substitution switch here. Clock at 6. Outside for Harrington. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Celtics ball.
And we've got a moment now to look at the highest scoring teams in the NBA from last season. The Celtics second, the Nuggets third.
You love when you get these two teams together. Just an absolute shootout because both of them can put up a ton of points.
Now Tatum, a 26-point game for him in the win against Atlanta. And that one's good by Maggette.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on Shooter.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Passes it to Jokic. Kicks it to George. Out to the right wing to stop the run. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by George. 16 points for Jokic. There's the pass to Robinson. It's tipped. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Jokic pulls it back.
Jokic doing a great job of turning D into O quickly.
Here's McLeod. Jamison covering. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Boston will get a switch here. Holiday's checked in. On the shot clock. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here is George. He has 6. The three-pointers right on target.
Paul George does have unlimited range, kind of getting into that mode where one of those guys you have to guard when he gets over half court.
Maggette with it. The tray, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And here's George. He's got 9. To the middle. And it's blocked. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
Nuggets ball.
Pass to Brown. Puts it up. The offensive rebound. Haji.
The last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. McGetty the pass to Tatum. The Celtics working the ball around now. Inside. No good from McGetty.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Here's Brown. Oh, that's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. George against Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Najee.
And it's like a switch flipped between quarters. He's gone from a terrific first to a scoreless second.
Here's Perez. That's tipped. It's George on the wing. He's got 9. Here's Najee. And that one, good. Najee's got 11 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Got a piece of it. Jokic with the steal. For the finish. And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic long and quick hands there to poke that one away.
30 seconds left to play here in the half. Tatum against George. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. In deep. Tatum pumps it in. Tatum's got 27 points.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Now, those are tough. You get back into the game by working harder than the other team, not the other way around. They're just going to extend this lead.
Robinson with the block. And so it's Boston with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. I guess Shaq's not here today. If your name is Kenny the Jet Smith, raise your hand, please. And I'm Kevin Harlan. It was all Jason Tatum in the first quarter. He had 27 points, 2 steals, and 7 assists. And taking a look at the Celtics, Kenny, what did you see out there?
They're getting everything they could ask for at the perimeter. Finding open shots, making the defense look foolish, honestly. You don't like to say that, but that's what they're doing. But that defense has to adapt. The threes will just keep coming down if they don't.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
First of all, where's the intensity on D? You think when a team is punking you like this, at least try to put a stop to it. Nope. They keep giving up open looks, letting the league get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. They've got Paul George, and it's Jokic in at the center. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And he's good on the 3-ball. Tatum's got 30.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a break?
Here's Harrington. Holiday with the block.
Now get that out of there. That's all timing right there. Drew Holiday continuing hustle play.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Nuggets foul. Zeke Nagy. That's his second personal foul.
Celtics have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team.
Take a break.
From the line.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
And despite these injury concerns over the past few years, you can't doubt the talent of Porzingis. I mean, this guy is capable of 20-point nights every time he steps out there on the floor.
Good on the second free throw. For Denver, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Ball's knocked loose. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Count the basket. Holiday's got 11 points.
Excellent display from Drew Holiday, running the fast break well and finding a way to nail that shot.
Holiday against Harrington. George passes to Jokic. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession. That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Astonagi. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Floats it up for Jokic, and Jokic pulls it down.
Oh yeah, the Joker's running wild.
Brown kicks to Holiday. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Holiday's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
Passes to Brown. Outside Tatum. Holiday against George. 6 to shoot. Tatum passes to Porzingis. And the Celtics another 3.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the 3-point shot.
Nuggets have gone only 1 of 5
Timeout.
since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Denver calls timeout. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, some people play with a chip on their shoulder, feeling they don't get enough recognition. I can tell you that's not Nikola Jokic. Nuggets coach Michael Malone said he's not going to bed at night wondering why no one's talking about him. He doesn't care. He's reading his books on horses. We're winning games, and he's happy. If he's happy, I'm happy. Kevin, I'm happy too.
You've always been happy, D.A. Hey, thanks. That was good stuff. Appreciate the report. Now here the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding teams. The Nuggets in second. In fourth, the Celtics.
I mean, these clubs are almost a mirror image of one another in that regard. You look at the rebounding numbers, really impressive just how physically dominant they both are in the paint. Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
There's the lob to the hoop, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And let's see what Denver has coming up. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Utah Jazz. And then on Friday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Sacramento Kings.
You know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team's going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Now here is Holiday. 13 points in the game. Left side, Porzingis. And Brown pulls it down. Brown's got 4 rebounds in this game. And George with the stuff.
Showing off those long strides. Really tough to keep Paul George off of his straight line when he's on the bounce.
The deep 3 from Tatum. Knocks it loose. And they recover it. Here's Brown. Here's Porzingis. And finally they hit one. Porzingis has got 6 in the quarter.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And checking out the stats of the rookie. Coming off a terrific season. First in free throw shooting. And you look at his 3-point field goal percentage. How about top 10 in the league? He did not miss often.
And as you said, the league's best free throw shooter last season. What a tremendous asset, especially in clutch situations. The first free throw is good. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for George. And Jokic drops them both. And so it's Boston with it. On the wing, Brown. He's guarded by Schroeder, and it's blocked.
Well, these blocks by Schroeder has got to get his teammates going. They're more rare than they are commonplace, but Schroeder getting in there with good hands.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback at this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And it's blocked. Here's Najee, defended by Drummond. The pass to Jokic. To the paint. Here's Najee. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic just got his 3rd assist on the night.
I'll tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Here's McLeod. 8 points for him. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
That's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Harrington. Tipped away. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. The 3 from Tatum. Drains it from beyond the arc. Tatum's got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for the Celtics. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle sticks for Boston?
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And there's been another bonus to what's happened with them tonight, and that's the offensive rebounding. They're boxing out, they're getting up extra shots. That could be a difference maker in the result.
And Harrington gets it to go in on the assist by Schroeder. Harrington's got 4 points this quarter. Pass to Drummond. Here's Porzingis. Here's Schroeder. Rebound Boston.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Yep, it counts. Harrington's got 6.
And not a single point in the first quarter, but he's found his game, and you can tell he's got a bit of his swagger back.
Down low. Drummond with the jam.
Another game and another dunk from Andre Drummond. That's where he likes to live.
Denver's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now here's Schroeder. Pass to Jokic. Takes it off the glass. Jokic has got 28.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Here's Harrington. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Perez, he's checked in for Tatum. Perez is guarded by Schroeder. Perez, the pass to Porzingis. Here's Montgomery. Sanders trying to get open, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Jamison is checked in for the Nuggets. And a change for the Celtics. Maggetti's checked in for Porzingis. Boston's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. McLeod passes to Maggetti. He kicks to Brown, takes the 3. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Sanders' shot is good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's McLeod, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. They get a hand on it. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Jamison dishes to Schroeder.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Back to Jamison. Passes it to Jokic. Over Drummond. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Jamison.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
To the inside. Here's McLeod. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. McLeod's got 6 here in this quarter.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Schroeder looking around. Now Jamison. Nothing on the board. On the pass to Montgomery. 4 on the clock.
And what amazing athleticism from Brown, putting on a show out there with slams like that.
Pass to Jokic. And Jokic swings it in.
Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point he's going to need some help.
Brown outside. Pass to McLeod. And here's Maggetti over Sanders. And the rejection by Sanders. Schroeder outside. To the middle. And so it's the Boston Celtics having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. And they created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We've got more in store for you right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the court for the Celtics, we've got Maggette. Kicks out there with Holiday, and it's McCloud at the 2 spot. Montgomery, the pass to Jamison. Inside. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Shot's good by Hicks.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
The defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game.
Passes it to Castro. Shoots it up. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Holiday, the pass to Perez. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Here's Gilbert. It's deflected, and he recovers it. And it's good, 2 points. The Celtics shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Poke loose. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Jamison. And a slam dunk by Jamison.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
The 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. McLeod's got his 5th rebound in this one.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Fourth quarter playing. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves. As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
20 feet out. No good off the back of the rim.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off.
It's good.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope. When just a little while ago, it looked like
time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And you think about the All-Star game last year, Greg, some concern about the lack of competition. It worries me. Does it worry you?
Kevin, it's not ideal. I think it's worth asking what could give the players more incentive to win, whether that's money or something else we can think of.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Perez, the pass to Tatum. Holiday against Harrington. Lets it go with the 3. Holiday gets the bucket.
Flawless pick and roll motion there, executed to perfection by Drew Holiday.
There's the pass to George. Lets it go from deep. A rebound by the Celtics. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. There's the dish to Holiday. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And George with the stop.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Oh, good on the three. Here's Perez. The rebound by Paul George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Denver. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. This one for three. Denver with a new 14.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
Here's Jokic. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Jokic has got 34. Outside Tatum. Fires the three. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, he should be playing this game with an apron on because he's cooking right now.
Denver's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. For 3 points, Harrington. It's good from long range. Harrington's got 11 in the second half.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
And it's sent back by Jokic. They get it back. And he overdid it there. Too much force like on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. And the first one drops. We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these two-game, like baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helps big time.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Brown's checked in. Outside Tatum. Holiday's got 5 assists in the game.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beat you in so many different ways.
Here's Brown. No boy on the contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Nuggets, Brown.
Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Greg, a lot more awareness in the league about the importance of mental health. Why is that so necessary?
I mean, Kevin, the level of stress now has really grown. These players are under this huge microscope that now often extends to their families. And this is such a highly competitive environment. It is far more than just a game.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Boston's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Tatum. Plays it up and banks it in. Tatum's got 40 points.
Excellent job finishing on the inside. Tatum doesn't fear going in amongst the trees.
Castro passes to Harrington. Pass to Brown. Over Tatum. And Jokic throws it down.
And Jokic long enough to get to that ball and control it.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Boston making a switch here. Maggetti's checked in. On the free throw, no good. Hey, Brent, in general, as we widen the lens here, what do you think current NBA teams could do better?
Well, it's going to be interesting, Kevin, to see how, with the defensive 3-second rule sort of disappearing, how many more coaches are able to implement combinations of zone defenses. They're going to take away what it is that a team likes to do in the half court of their execution. Along with that, certainly clock management, timeouts, maybe more usage of their actual roster going a little bit deeper during the regular season to explore those kind of tactics. And don't forget about all those experiments. They could happen in the G League as well.
Tatum against Harrington. Here's Maggette. Good. And it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Holiday with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
Substitution for your Nuggets, Sanders.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Castro passes to Harrington. Right wing. To halt the run. Power down with both hands.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around. Keep it moving. Try to get an assist on every bucket.
Outside Tatum. The three. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Jokic. Lets the three fly. Drills it from outside. Jokic has got 39.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Holiday gets the bucket.
You got to be up in Drew Holiday's face at all times because he can be very dangerous on the pull-up jumper.
Harrington against Holiday. There's another block, making his presence felt on this end.
He's holding down the fort, anchoring the defense.
Now the pass to Perez. And Greg, while the commissioner might not like player trade requests, Kevin Durant said it's great for the league for players to have that leverage. Where do you stand?
That far. The main thing is trying to keep those requests in-house. Otherwise, it can be deflating for fans.
Here's Holiday following the basket by Jokic. Holiday, the pass to Perez. Shoots from 12. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 6 assists now in the game. Montgomery guarded by Tatum. Montgomery the pass to Castro. A three-pointer, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Perez. Back to Tatum. To the paint. Jokic with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Yeah, couldn't quite hang on to it. They're not in a position now where they can afford to be giving it away like that.
Drummond's checked in for Robinson. The Celtics shooting impressively throughout at 62%.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Celtics.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jason Tatum.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Montgomery, the pass to Najee. Here's Castro. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one.
That's the end
a
of the
resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they control the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long and good night, everyone.